We had a song called Family Home Evening that used to be in the show, and we had a Mormon family. We actually had 2 white girls in the cast, which no longer exist as characters, and Price's father. And they gathered around and they sang this song about what it's like to be a Mormon family, and it's like, ya-dun-dun-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. And it was like this beautiful melodic song, and people loved it. It was huge. The response was huge. And I remember they cut it one day and they're like, you know what? I don't think we need it. I don't think we need this song anymore. And I was mortified. I was like, no, you can't cut a song people laugh at. And it was so right on the money. They cut it, we lost nothing. They can afford to cut things that work because everything works.
What's been fun about this last segment of the process is that we just never stopped working. We just kept polishing and tweaking it until there was no more time left. And we also knew that putting the pressure on ourselves of doing it on Broadway right away, which you usually shouldn't do, would get us over the hump of those last few rewrites that needed to be done, and they would motivate us to work even harder. We certainly didn't take for granted that the show would work well on Broadway. We were scared.
It's different to open a show in New York. It just is. It's a whole different game because I'm originating a role. You know, that's every actor's dream. So that's very exciting for me. But on top of it, like the creative team of the show and the topic of the show and the tone of the show is so different from anything that's been done.
Nobody knows what our show is about until they come and sit in our seats and see it and sit from start to finish. They don't know any of the songs already. They don't know any of the actors, you know, there's no big names, and they don't know the story, which is a scary thing. It's hard to make that leap of faith.
I think they should go in with no expectations if they can. And I think then they'll be surprised and they'll have a really amazing time. I mean, I think that's what's fun, is just open your mind and your hearts and come watch the show. You know, I think if you go in expecting something, you will be surprised, and that'll be a good thing too. But I think that to expect to laugh all night and be moved.